there are a few things that you must not forget to do every single week in Call of Dragons to get the max value and free reward from the game. Hi everyone, I'm Zara Smart Casuals, and today I'm going to show you a few tips in a quick video on how to get a really good value for free in this game. My first tip is going to be related to the Forge of Light. So this event, it comes on I think every 2 or 3 weeks and offers 2 legendary artifacts, which are often some of the best artifacts in the game. This one is basically the best flying artifact in the game, and this one is the best infantry tank armor in the game. So these are 2 excellent artifacts. Now, in order to open this artifact, to get a chance of getting this artifact, open the books and stuff, you will need a specific type of key. Now, this key is quite rare, and in order to get it, the real only ways is to purchase with gem or purchase a bundle, which means obviously paying money. As you can see here, the Treasure Forge, you get these Forge artifact keys by paying money. Of course, that is not an option for everyone, but this is why I'm trying to show you a little tip here, because there is another way. It says the Goblin Market. I've never seen them in the Goblin Market. If you do, buy them. But there's one other way that is not shown here, and it is the scrap. So this is a store that refreshes every Sunday with the weekly reset. As you can see, it's still about 4 days away. And this store offers 5 of these keys for 200 of these tokens, artifact coins, which are gained by scrapping artifact emblems, which are these things basically. As you can see, I am not a whale. I actually don't spend that much in this game and haven't in quite a while. And you can see that I have quite a lot of these, and I've already done this many times in the previous weeks. So this is absolutely incredible value, as you will get 5 of these keys every week for basically free once you reach a certain point where your artifacts don't need to be upgraded so much. Of course, it is not going to work for everybody. It will work later on, a later game, because in the early game, free-to-play players won't have a ton of these things, and in the new season, you're going to require quite a few of these things to get your artifacts to, you know, higher levels and stuff like that. But as of right now, all the artifacts that I need are maximized in terms of their star level, and these are not going to help get them to the next star. For example, my artifacts have 4 star right now. If you want to get them to the 5th star in the next season, you will require a legendary artifact to scrap instead of like epic and stuff. So as you can tell, the blue ones and the green ones, they do add up because they're really not used after a while. So you will want to scrap some of these. Of course, the green one are the easiest one to scrap. I would keep, you know, a few just in case you get a new artifact. That's pretty good. But as you can see, I can get quite a lot of coins with these. And as you can see here, I only need 200 times 5, so 1,000 of these coins. So I've already gotten almost enough just from using these green emblems. And obviously, I'm going to do just a few more here to get what I need. And as you see, I still have a lot of this. So it is not something that is incredibly hard to get. And free-to-play players or low spenders will eventually be able to do this. And as I said, this is really the most value you can have here, because there is no other way to get these keys. So every single week, you can get 5 of these keys for really free, other than just playing the game and being active. And then all of these other rewards, of course, these are also good if you wanted to get them, but this is all pointless. You should never spend on this because it is useless at the end of the season. So really, this is really the highest thing in this store. Everything else is, you know, everything is good here, but it's meant to be extra from your materials that are over. You know, you get gold keys, you get these keys like that if you wanted these stars or these tokens, but this is worth a lot. This is actually worth, as you can see here, if you go to purchase with gem, if you were to buy 5 of them, it's worth 3,000 gems, and you can get that for free. So it is very, very important that every week, if you can do this. Of course, then I would only recommend you to stack these keys over time until you have enough to really go hard in an event and get the artifact that you want. But of course, if you're also a spender, this is going to be extra every week without having to spend. Now, my next tip of something you really should be doing every single week, actually, you should do this every single day. It is pretty straightforward, but it is buying the Endless token here. As you can tell, you know, I have quite a lot of this income, like this resource currency. And this is not the best hero in the world, but she is still a legendary hero. Her abilities are still good. And as a gatherer, her gathering ability is also quite important. So this is going to be something that you don't want to forget doing. Now, once you have enough of the income and you have extra, you can also go around and see if you want to shop for anything else. But, you know, there is really not that much that's worth it. It will be good for, like, if you say you want to level up Bakar, which is something that I actually would like to do. So if it's up here, you can spend, you know, as many as you have. Don't spend it all because it's hard to get enough to get her every single day. but this is something that is incredible value for a legendary commander to have sculptures for free. If you play this game for a year or two, you'll have her expertise, and while her abilities are not the best thing in the world, she is still decent. Like, her last ability here does do increase all damage taken by enemies by 20%, as well as offering some healing for her friends and 2 friendly legion and herself. So it is really not a bad hero. Actually, this ability is really, really good. People don't realize how good this is. If you're doing a lot of PvP and stuff, you would kind of like having something like this in the field, because it debuffs the enemy, making them take a lot more damage. And this is very powerful. It's a very powerful ability, so do not neglect in this game. Now, out of my what you should be buying every week, my last tip will be the Merit Store. As you can tell here, I have a full video on the Merit Store if you want more information, but this is also a weekly supply and a daily supply. So this resets every reset every day, and this resets every week. And there is quite a lot of really good stuff here. Now, towards the end of the season, I wouldn't recommend buying this unless you're still actively PvPing. But, there's other stuff. If you're PvPing and you have a lot of these stacked up, but you have a lot of merit to spend, well, these are worth a lot. Legendary medals, speed ups, resources. There's quite a lot of value in this store, and it resets once a week. So I would recommend you to look into this and spend your merit here, because it's completely free. Merit is obtained by simply fighting. Healing is free in this game, so far at least. So there is really no cost here other than being active. And you can refresh this once a week for 100, so you can have access to 2 full resets of this store, as well as this one you can get daily refreshes, and you can get 2 of them basically, because you reset every day, and then you can pay 100 to get another reset. So these are just kind of like tips that really will give you a lot of value. Of course, the best thing to do is going to be scrapping your stuff here and getting these keys. This is really by far the highest value in the game for something to do for free, and that I think a lot of people forget to do, and a lot of players have not been doing since the beginning. And as I said, it's 3,000 gems worth of keys every week for, as you can tell here, something that I really don't need. Like, I can scrap so many of these and have thousands of these currencies. You can see here, if I scrapped everything, 72 here, 200 here, and I get more every day, of course, because you get one of these keys. So this is really something that you must be looking into if you are interested in playing this game for the long run and getting max value out of the game. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.